This is Newsmaker, a program which gives scoop on news events as they unfold. My guest today, as we have said some times ago, that is a comrade and a student union leader, a former deputy coordinator, National Association of Nigerian Students, Southwest, Comrade Said Afolabi. You're welcome on to Newsmaker.
Thank you, sir.
I hope this is your first time of coming to this.
This is my first
and the topic we want to discuss is particularly about your constituency, which is education. Yes, let us take a look at it. We are coming from Sudan. We have seen that Sudan war or civil war is not alien to Sudan, because we learned that this is going to be the second one. But what concerns us is our people who are students in that place. When you hear about that one, we have about 5,000 Nigerian students studying in Sudan, and we thank God that they have been evacuated. They are being evacuated bit by bit back home. But how do you feel when you heard about it?
Good afternoon, viewers at home. I'm Comrade Said Afolabi, former deputy coordinator NANS Southwest. Well, on the issue of the Sudan, nobody pray for crisis or war, but whenever it happens, it has happened. So the only thing is to find solution. But well, federal government, they are trying, but I don't think they are still doing their best, because our students that you say they evacuated are trapped in Egypt border. Presently, today will make it 5 days in the Egypt border. So they are still there. They didn't even have money. I saw one video online where they are lamenting. There is no money.
There's no food.
There is no food.
No water.
So how do you want them to survive? I think it's high time that federal government need to contact the Egyptian government so that they can liaise with them to allow our students to have access to pass the border of Egypt down to Nigeria.
But as yesterday evening, Nigerian government has agreed that they are going to do all the needs, that is the necessary things, even to the extent that each of the pupils, each of the students of the people are supposed to pay $9 per project, apart from the visa they need to have, which is normal thing. But Nigeria is ready to pay for them. Can we say a kudos to Nigerian government on that?
Of course, if they did that, because it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done sometimes. You know, these are countries, sometimes they know how to maneuver things. The best thing is for them to just expedite action on that, so that those students can come back to Nigeria. Because it's not easy to be in the border. Anything can happen.
But when we look at the plight of the during the war, then they have to be moved to Egypt for yes. Some countries like US and some other European countries, they started before us. That is the evacuation. But some are still battling with their.
In fact, I give kudos to the National Association of University, national level, especially the VP, Babati, the VP external. Even he contacted the embassy in Sudan. Contacted them that our students, they should evacuate them from that place. So you can see that even with the student body, we are really trying our best. So, but if we get there last, it's better late than never. If US can get there before us and other countries, you know, we are not that fast in actions. Especially in Nigeria, we so slow some things down and some protocols. But the bitter aspect of this is that they have evacuated them out of Sudan. But the only thing that is left now is how would they get them to Nigeria easily and safe.
That is from Egypt now.
That is what we need now, and that is what they need to do. They need to act on it speedily.
But when you look at the crisis, it's not the first time. Yet Nigerians are still, even if they allow some Nigerians today, you will see that it will be funny. Some are still ready to go to Sudan. What are they doing in that place? What are the things that people are going there for?
I think they seek for further knowledge, and you cannot stop that from anybody. Once you have your money to go and study abroad anywhere, you can go. So they believe in, I believe they have belief in that education of that aspect and this place.
What is wrong with our own? Yes, you guys.
You know, there is a lot of things. We face a lot of challenges in our educational sector. Look at CSU strike. These are all those strikes and some things. It's things that delay one's future. So if you have opportunity of leaving the country, it's not bad. So we will not blame them. I don't think there is ASU strike over there. There is no NASU strike over there. Unlike us that you can go for ASU strike for 6 months, 9 months. So and age is going on. You understand? So if they go there, you can. So okay, what about those that used to go to UK, US? To go and further the education. If you have the money, you can go. So
okay, I want to talk to the government. It is unsteppable, but what can we do to reduce the influx of people to that place for education first? Secondly, for job, because we learned that the Japan syndrome, some people are moving to countries like that in search of greener pasture. Especially now in recent time, doctors look at many of our public hospitals now. You find
you find a competent doctor because they have they come them one that's traveled abroad. I would just urge our government to be more responsible, because if all these are medical experts, if they leave the country, automatically people will just be dying. And look at them, most of them they travel abroad to receive treatment. It means they don't even care about the welfare of the people they govern, and we are the one that elected them. So those doctors that travel out, if you ask them, they will see something to say now.
But you know some of the reasons.
Yes, they went for greener pasture. And if our country is doing the needful, I think they will not leave. Because even some people that travel out of this country to another country, what they are doing there, they can't do it here. The stress that they pass through. Some people,
they are getting big money.
That big money is exchange rate. You understand? In this country, a lot of people buy tax. You can't buy tax there. That was how some people, when they japa, after they japa, when they reach there, they will now see that things are not as planned. You'll be expecting him to be sending money more. Maybe the work is there. After they remove all these tax, everything, change will be left. He will not turn to Baba, but won't come back home. You understand? Why?
But you usually see some people going to the place and coming with big money, even legitimate.
No, of course, it's because of the exchange, but not everybody. Not everybody that go there. They are not picking money
on the road,
and they will still work for it. And you see the kind of dirty job some of them are doing over there. You know it's not easy. Some will even have someone that have a property here. We sell his property and travel abroad. Then when you get there, you might even
disappointed.
You can't come back home. They will think someone is here enjoying his life or her life, but they don't know if he or she has been trapped over there.
Okay, you have talked about strike here, strike there in Nigeria affecting. But how do you think that Nigerian government can stop all these things and possibly to make it enticing for Nigeria to school in Nigeria and stay in the country?
Well, it's very saddening. No one will contest that won't have a manifesto. They will all have manifesto. We'll do
beautiful ones.
Education. We'll do that. But when they get there, things will change. So that is the issue we are having. They will have a beautiful manifesto, but how to implement it is major issue they have. You understand? If our education sector is okay, I don't think anybody needs to travel out. You understand? I don't think. And anyway, most of their children doesn't school in Nigeria. Their children school abroad, so they don't even care about the masses. So if you don't have money to jackpot to school abroad, I face the 6 month or 8 month strike. But I pray, let God allow our leaders to do the right thing at the right time, because this thing is not something that one is happy about it. Our educational system is
please let us have a short break. After the short break, we are going to continue. Thank you very much. You are still watching Newsmaker with Comrade Said Afolabi. Yes, you are recommending some things to the government about our schools.
Yes, yes. Let the government in all sectors, either the state, federal, or local government, they should all take our educational system very serious as a matter of urgency. We need a total overhauling in our educational sectors, not only on the schools, even on the lecturers. There are some schools are understaffed. We even see some in Osun State, some schools are understaffed. So all those things, they should employ more hands, capable hands, and the demands of the lecturers should also be met. At least when you employ someone, like I will give kudos to Osun State governor, at least he's doing his best. I don't think he hold anybody any salary as we are talking now. And has affected the increments. The increment has affected it. So let other state governors or the federal the president should emulate that as well. If you are paying them where there is a saying in Yoruba that said that when you pay them as expected, they will deliver. Will not be most of the graduates have big graduates nowadays. That is the reality. When the lecturers are not happy, they just come to the lecture room and teach them anything and go.
But when you look at the condition, the state of people coming from Sudan now, they have left their school.
Of course.
They don't know when the war will be settled. What do you think should be there now, even when they come back to Nigeria?
Yes, two things are involved. Nobody knows when the war will end, like you rightly said. But an ideal one is a devil's workman, the devil workshop, where how they say it. So if when they come back, they should just get something doing. They should get something doing.
Like what? How are they going to jettison their education?
If since nobody knows when the war will end, let them just get something doing. Because if you are talking about the education, if they are waiting, if you think the thing will last for 6 months, if it take 2-3 years, age is not stopping. Like the age will still be continuing rising. So they should just either they can look for any artisan job that they can do, let them continue from there. And if anyone that still wish to continue the education, fine, can continue from there. But I don't know the level where they will start here. Maybe with regression by going back.
But there is a way of saying transfer. Can they do transfer? Even if they want to do it, there is no university. Even though there is no documents.
So even though they want to even do transfer, how would they do it when there is war ongoing then? So who is going to attend to someone that wants?
Don't you think that Nigerian government can cater for that? In as far as they have their document.
Well, of course they can do that. They can do that, and you know that there's some examination. Like if you want to change a child from one school to another, anyone that passed, okay, they can let that person continue for the same level he is, or he or her is over that place.
As a unionist, when you go to some universities, polytechnic, colleges of education in Nigeria, how do you see to the environment and the state of lecturers in that place?
I will say it now. I've said it already that our government are not doing. They are not doing as expected. So some of the lecturers are not well paid. So and how do you expect someone that is not well paid to be happy? Some of them will just come to the lecture room and just give them under that should go and read over it and set an exam for them. So, but I believe with time we'll get it right.
The effect of private universities, private polytechnics, can that one also help government in retaining our children in the country?
The children that are going to private university are those
because
those parents have money to some a bit. So and anyone that any children that his parents have money will go to private institution. Those I don't think they don't used to strike in that place. So they won't strike, and the lecturers will be well paid. Anybody that is not well paid will not go to the private.
Is private school helping?
Of course, it's helping.
Yes. Because you said that it belongs to the rich people's children. Then how can a layman or a poor person send their children to such schools?
Fingers are not equal. There is no how we do it. will be higher than each other. So you cannot eradicate private school, irrespective of the, unless anyone that is not up to the standard, and such one can be eradicated. But once any private that is up to the standard, you can eradicate it.
Okay, coming back to Osun State. Yes, some times ago, when there was a crisis in a foreign country, a governor from the southwest sent people to go and evacuate. Well, in this course, some state governments have been showing their interest that they want to go and pick up their people from Sudan. Don't you think that Osun State, in particular, should have something to say about it?
Number one, we don't have the record of Osun State indigene over there. We don't have that record. That's why any other state as well. It's the responsibility of the federal government to evacuate them as they are doing now. So if they not get to Abuja, or if they get to Nigeria, that is when it's we recognize the state that I'm from Osun State or I'm from Oyo State. Okay, you that are coming from Osun, if they are 10 or 20 in number, Osun State government cannot take care of them because there will be a special envoy that will lead them to Osun State. But for now, Osun State cannot go to Sudan or give directive to the Sudan president to release. Sorry, they are in Egypt now, yes. So it's the federal government that can do that.
As a comrade, how do you see the comrade? That is, I'm not talking about federal, the state. That is Osun State. Your relationship with the government in place.
Unionist.
Yes, unionist.
There's a good relationship with the government. The government is there.
I learned that at Nowtech, I think last week, yes, they gave the governor a rousing applaud.
Of course, the policy of the government has never affected students so far.
Okay.
So that means the government is a student-friendly government.
Okay, like Labour too.
Yes, like Labour did as well. He's a comrade governor now.
Because I want to look at something. What usually brings students together annually is bursary.
Yes.
And it has been stopped for some time, some years ago. Yes. Is this likely to come back?
Of course, this government. We have a serious government now.
He's going to bring it back.
Of course, we pay bursary.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I want you to look at this one before we go out of the studio. The level of students in Osun State contributing to that is in terms of performance at WAEC JAMB. How is it?
Though we know during the last regime, the last this thing that they did, Osun is far behind. I think we are very far behind. But by its grace, with this new government and some things taking place, and you can see our school now, works are going on, the innovation of school and all those things. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, there was a disbanding of school materials to the students. So to make those students to be more focused. So I think we'll be.
How far about the manpower? You said that the number of teachers in schools are not enough, and that is at national. Even you said that as well as Osun State. How about teachers recruitment in Osun State?
No, I believe the government will do something to that because it was among the demand of the labor union yesterday. Okay. Because we watch it live where they are demanding for that there are some schools that are under staff, and the governor promised them that the needful will be done. I know this governor is a talk and do governor. Yes. Whatever I said, he do. So we work on that.
Okay, when our people from Sudan, when they come back home, I want you to address people because some people will be looking at them as if you just come and default their little resources. How should we accommodate them?
No, once we see students from Sudan, we should accommodate them because we thank God there's no war in this land, and we pray such should not happen. So it's not their fault. So it's not their fault. So we should accommodate them. We should not be sentimental in dealings with them. We are all Nigerians. So we should accommodate them and give them a good welfare package so that they can feel at home.
Okay.
This is our home. We are back home.
Okay. They are your colleagues and they are coming back home. Exactly. Then what is the preparation of the union to accommodation them? Do you have any preparation for them?
There is no capitation. Union doesn't pay capitation to NANS. You understand? Except the union, someone that is not a student of any institution, it's not possible for the institution to use their union money to take care of that. So their burden lies on the government
and their parents.
While we as student leaders will accommodate them, let them know we too are in Nigeria too, we are enjoying. come and join us.
Hey, thank you very much. But before you go, I want you to give people advice. You know that it seems as if come back home that things are getting better in Osun State now. How should people respond? Because government is doing its own. Some people we have due to pay to the government.
Okay, so to the youth and the student, especially the student coming home from Sudan, is that what you say? So they should feel at home. If anyone, the ones from Osun State and other part of the country, should feel at home, and also know that we are in Nigeria, we are also living on some things. So they shouldn't be afraid of coming home. The nature has already taken place. They should just know that they should come and feel free, and know that Nigeria is a peaceful country, and we know that anyway, they will be accepted.
Then your comment about people's response to government in terms of taxes and some other levies.
Let everybody pay his tax to the federal government, to the government, because that is what they used to do. That is what they used to develop the state. You see all this road that is going on, all this ball and co. It's from the tax money. So pay your tax.
Thank you very much. This is the convenient point to suspend it, and I can tell you that we cannot exhaust all the materials, all the information we have. But I'm telling you that this is coming live. You can still watch it on YouTube and other media platform provided by Osbc. That is Comrade Said Afolabi. Thank you very much. For the representative of Nigerian students home and abroad. Thank you very much. The producer of the program was Oluwatoyin Yusuf, and the editorial advisor is Akeola Owolabi. I am just sincerely Adebisi Abdijeli Aderotimi saying bye for now.